Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Heroes of the Storm A to Z. My name, of course, is still Conman. Today we're checking out a very unique here, very interesting one, the ranged warrior, Rexxar. Is he the only ranged warrior? No, I guess not. I guess Zarya is technically ranged, and I think D.Va is technically classified as ranged, but Rexxar, I think, is more ranged than other warriors. He's also interesting because he has, as you see, he's not alone, he's got his companion with him here, Misha. Misha the bear. So this playstyle for Rexxar is going to revolve around being able to, correctly manage Misha in and out of combat. If Misha dies, it does count as, I think it's a half a kill, half an XP to the enemy team. If Rexxar dies, it's the whole thing, everyone goes down. So if Misha dies, she will respawn after a certain period of time. So between Misha is the tank, if you will, of the bunch. She's the one. Misha's going to be taking most of the damage. She's got a stun. Misha has a stun. Misha will be dealing out a lot of the damage as well. And Rexxar is just kind of going to stand around here and throw axes, I guess you want to call it. I don't think there's a way to get a character screen for Misha. If there is, I'm just not aware of it right now. But suffice it to say, a lot of the playstyle, Misha's going to be the beef of the bunch, and you're just going to sit there and call the shots and try to stay alive. Now, because of the way this unique situation works, Rexxar actually makes a really good solo lane. Misha can kind of, stun people and bail people out, and not say bail people out, but kind of like, chase people away. Very good wave clear. Very good at taking merc camps. There's going to be a few, threats that you're going to have to want to, you're going to want to watch out for. But you'll see, of course, in the bar up here, you've got a icon for Rexxar, icon for Misha. Down here on the bottom, Misha has got her own health bar. She actually has more health than Rexxar does straight away. So your trait is controlling Misha around. So basically, you use your trait. You can control Misha, have her go to a particular place there. She will hold her spot. If you just leave her there, she'll just stay there. Misha will just kind of hang out. I think she's in melee range now, but otherwise she'll kind of just stand there. If she's not, if she's not in melee range, she'll just kind of stand there. So there are a couple things you can do. I'll have the tooltip up here. You can direct Misha to attack a particular target. You can direct Misha to a particular location. Misha can pick up health globes. I'm pretty sure she can cap merc camps and objective points. So, if you attack, you can have her attack a particular target by clicking on it. If you want to call her back, you have to self-cast it, essentially. You can't even alt-cast this, as far as I'm aware. Maybe you can, I'm not sure. I've got it bound to my mouse, so I'm not sure if it's going to work with the alt-cast. But you can self-cast it, and when you do self-cast it, she'll come back to you by your side, and she does get actually bonus movement speed when she does so. By default, she'll just follow you around, and then if you attack anything, she'll immediately engage on the target that you first started attacking. So if I walk away here, that's the target I first started attacking, so she'll kind of, walk in there. So I'm going to call her back to my side just for the moment. You can kind of see what mode she's in based on the icon above her head. So right now she's in aggressive mode, this is kind of passive mode, and this is retreat mode. So you can tell by the color of the icon above her head. Let's take a quick peek at the abilities and the talents, and then we'll hop into the game. So first we've got Spirit Swoop. Deals chunk of damage, 322 to enemies in a line, slowing them by 30% for 2 seconds. Basically, it's a bird. And it slows people down, and it does some damage, which is pretty nice. So here's where Misha comes into play. Misha Charge. Misha charges in a line, deals marginal damage, but really the beauty of this is the stun. So we'll move Misha over here. You see, I'll move her over here actually, so she's out of range. So you see the line that's in. If I have her charge, she's now stunned that target. She's also going to engage on it right away, which is nice. This gives you some solid CC. You can use this to win 1v1s, to chase people down, do all sorts of fun stuff, as you imagine a stun might do. Fairly short cooldown, 10 seconds. There are abilities to improve the speed of that we'll talk about. The other thing we have Men Pet. Heal Misha for a big chunk of damage over health over 5 seconds. So let's have Misha attack these mercs here. Just by default, she's going to take a bunch of damage, right? So we don't want her to die, so there are a couple of things that you can do. One, you can just pull her back, and they'll eventually disengage. But let's say that's not necessarily an option. You can use Men Pet, and you see she's going to come slowly back up to full health. So let me show you, actually, while we're here, let me show you what happens when Misha does get killed. We're going to walk her out here and attack these mercs again. We're going to get Misha killed. just to see what happens. So when Misha goes down, you're really kind of helpless. You're there. I mean, you can still auto attack. Almost. Okay. 400, 200. Okay, so Misha gets killed. Misha gets killed. So I'm sorry, that's a quarter of a kill. But you notice I'm kind of useless without Misha here. Like I lose most of my abilities. You know, I'm gonna sit here. I mean, I can throw axes and I can slow people, but most of my utility comes out of controlling Misha. So without her, like, that really puts Rexxar in a bind. He's got to bail out. So you don't wanna unnecessarily, you know, get her killed. When she respawns, she immediately just pops right back up here at your side. So there's no need to go back to the base for that. So at least that you got that much going for you. But yeah, you don't want to get Misha killed unnecessarily because it will kind of leave you at a disadvantage. It limits what you're able to do. So the last ability, actually, we did do the last ability. We did Ben Pet. Let's take a peek at the ultimates, and then we'll dive into the other talents. First off, you've got Bestial Wrath. Increase Misha's basic attack damage by 150% for 12 seconds. So let's look at this. Alright, she's doing a solid amount. And if I target that, it's basically almost Bloodlust for Misha. It's kind of great. Misha, you can use this if you're... So, here's an interesting thing with Rexxar. If you, depending on the boss, you can solo bosses with Misha especially, because you'll be able to heal her. She can tear through merc camps, so you can do a solid amount of damage to heroes with this. You know, if you're going to be going around on kind of like merc hunting, this is a great one to pick up. Alternatively, we are going to get... Let's go through the list here. We have Unleash the Boars. Release a herd of boars that track down all enemy heroes in a direction. It deals 251 damage and reveals and slows them for 5 seconds. Looks something like this. Now, notice there was only one boar. That's because there was only one hero. I don't know if I'm going to be able to... Let's see if I can get both of you guys in there. See, it slows him. So basically, it's one boar per... It scales up based on the amount of heroes. Like, the more heroes that are there, the more boars that are going to come out. And obviously, they don't get hit until the boar actually gets to them. So, like, this is going to take a long... Oh, there it goes now. But, you know, the damage doesn't actually... The damage and the slow doesn't come into play until it actually gets to them. So, there it is right there. And that's when the slow comes in. So, you know, the number of boars are going to kind of scale up based on the number of heroes that are going to be within the target. It does reveal them. I mean, this is great for the extra damage. It's great for the slow, because they're slowed for 5 seconds, and that's a long time. Plus, it's going to reveal them, so that's fantastic. You obviously want, if you're going to take this, you want to make sure that you hit you want to unleash this with as many heroes within the targeting area as you possibly can. It kind of goes without saying, but I'll mention it just anyway for the sake of argument. All right, I'm going to pull Misha off this dummy here for a moment. Let's take a peek at the talents. Level 1, Easy Prey. Fantastic ability. Increase Misha's damage to minions and mercenaries by 150%, and Misha gains 50 armor against said minions and mercs. Reduces damage taken by 50%. So let's take a look at the damage that she's doing right now. Okay. If I take this, huge damage increase. She's gonna tear through that. Actually, I'm gonna go like this. Let's see what I can do here. We're gonna get rid of the ally. We're gonna make Malfurion just piss off. We're gonna target Misha on this boss. So it's gonna take me a little bit of time, but I can absolutely solo this boss. Like, I can just sit here. I mean, this would be like the boss. This would be like one of the boss. As long as I make sure I properly direct Misha out of the stun so she doesn't take a huge amount of damage, she can tank through that with Men Pet. I'll be able to do damage. You know, maybe I'll get more damage. I'll get more, you know, damage on this boss quicker based on my other talents. But I could absolutely solo this boss. It might take me a little bit of time, but it's something that can be done. You can pretty much do this on most of them. Definitely the ones on Warhead Junction. You probably could do Brax's Holdout. I'm not sure about Towers of Doom. I haven't tried it, and I'm not sure about Hanamura. But many bosses, you can just turn around and solo them without too much trouble. It'll take you a little bit of time, so you want to make sure you're going to be in the clear. But you can totally do it. You can eat through mercs as well, so it makes Rexxar really good for that. Alternatively, I take this, I'll say 90% of the time. The only other 10% is if I'm dealing with stealthers. You know, Zeratul can be painful, because Zeratul can get, like, ideally what you're going to do is Misha is going to be your front line, and you're going to be back here. But Zeratul is going to be someone who's going to be able to get in between this and sneak by and ping me, and that'll be trouble. So I'll take Flare. Flare is on 25-second cooldown, and it fires a flare in the area. It reveals the whole area.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Something like that. So this whole area here is going to be revealed for 20 seconds, excuse me. So by the time that this runs out, it's almost ready to be cast again. So it's really, really powerful when you're dealing with stealth, based heroes. At level 4, so we have a very interesting talent here, which I'll point off. Animal Husbandry. Rexxar and Misha. This is a tough talent to play. A very, very high risk reward, and the reason is, so Misha and Rexxar both gain 2 maximum health every second you're alive. Every second Rexxar remains alive. Which is great. This is going to translate on the course of a game, over the course of 20 minutes, this will translate into about 2,400 extra health for both of you, which is fantastic. The downside is, as soon as you die, you lose it. So if this is, this could potentially be something that you could just really, really get a huge amount of health with. But if you, as soon as you as Rexxar, not Misha, as soon as you as Rexxar gets killed, you lose all of that bonus and it starts all over. So it's very high risk reward. You can definitely use it to be extra tanky, but you have to be careful. You want to make sure you're not going to get picked off. Now, Rexxar plays a very kind of far back passive playstyle, which will certainly help contribute to being able to stay alive, but you got to be careful. You don't want to lose it. Alternatively, if you don't trust yourself with Animal Husbandry, Grizzled Fortitude is good every 7 seconds. You both gain your individual block stacks, so you're both going to gain block stacks. I think the icon is only going to show for one of us. I don't think it's going to show for both, but I don't know how many Misha's going to have. But we do both get the block stacks for physical damage. If you're against an auto attack team, that'll be the way to go. Basic attacks could heal, could be interesting, and then this is just your traditional hunter gatherer. Your regen globe gathering talent. You need to gain 20 globes, which is doable. Starting at level 4, which is doable. If you get it, not only do you get extra regen, which is really good, but you'll gain armor as well. For Misha, which is actually, I take it back. I lied. I thought it was just Misha. It is Rexxar and Misha. I don't really take hunter gatherer much, as you can probably imagine. Normally, I will go Grizzled Fortitude. At level 7. I like Aspect of the Beast. Misha's basic attacks lower the cooldown of charge by 1.25 seconds. So we're going to have Misha charge. Okay. Now we're going to go in here. And now I should probably take the talent before I can show the damn thing off, shouldn't I? Okay. Let's try this again. Wah wah. Alright. Now she's going to attack. And now you see, as she attacks, this is going to lower the cooldown, which means she's going to be able to charge more often, and anytime that you can stun people more often is a good thing, in my opinion. So I like that a lot. Level 10, you kind of pick and choose what you're going to want out of this. At 13, you get some interesting ones. I like Aspect of the Hawk is good. When Spirit Swoop hits an enemy hero, Rexxar himself gains attack speed for 3 seconds. Misha's basic attacks increase the duration of this buff by 0 seconds. I don't know if that's a tooltip bug. I'm not sure what's going on that about. But yeah. So essentially, you take this. Let's go through. We'll take this.
Choose a talent.
And now my attack is faster. Misha is supposed to be able to redo that. I don't know if that's a tooltip buff or not, actually. Not sure. I have to look into that one. We've got Dire Beast. Rexxar and Misha's basic attacks increase the damage of the next Misha charge by 40%, stacking up to a 400% bonus. So let's go through. We'll do one of these. So this is going to stack. It's going to show you what it is. Alright, so we've got 400% now. That was 700 damage charge. So that, that's a bit of a burst damage there, so that's really nice. That could be something you want to play with as well. Alright, at 16, Thrill of the Hunt. Rexxar's basic attacks increase both his and Misha's movement speed by 25% for 2 seconds. So that can be used to, track down stuff. Chaser people, you want to chase people down. I like this one as well, Feign Death. Rexxar fakes his death. If you ever played a hunter in World of Warcraft, this will be right up your alley. Rexxar fakes his death. You become invulnerable and untargetable for 5 seconds. During this time, you control Misha. So here we go. Alright, I'm going to feign death. Ow, I'm controlling Misha. I can walk Misha around. I can charge. I can do all this stuff. I can even activate Bestial Wrath, which is actually really neat as well. So as Misha, I'm gonna toggle cooldowns. So as Misha, I could potentially get huge and then chase people down. So not only is this good just to kind of give you a little extra survivability, if you're going to be targeted by something, bang, suddenly you're in stasis and you'll dodge that damage. So that's kind of neat. At level 20, Spirit Bond increases the duration and Misha's basic attacks heal Rexxar for 50% of the damage. So that's kind of neat. Hardened Skin is good. Rexxar and Misha both gain 75 armor for 4 seconds. So you know, super huge damage mitigation. And then finally, Frenzy of Kalimdor. Rexxar's basic attacks deal 10% more damage, and Misha's basic attacks slow the target. So it's like a Nexus Frenzy across the board. So again, Rexxar, really good solo laner. You know, he's going to be solid, taking camps, clearing waves. You're going to have no problem with that if you can control it right. Mercs are going to be right up his alley, you know, for the pair of them. What do you got to watch out for? You're going to want to watch out for tanks. Not tanks, excuse me, anti-tanks. Like the Raynar can tear through Misha pretty quickly. Tychus can tear through yourself and Misha pretty quickly, you know, with the giant killer and whatnot. You're going to want to watch out for people that are going to be able to target Misha. You know, ranged spellcasters are going to have a field day. You got to be careful about stuff like... so Misha counts as a hero for any quest talents for enemies, so they can target Misha and get like quest stacks off that. So just something to kind of keep in the back of your head. If you're facing like a Kael'thas, for example, Kael'thas can pass Living Bomb, and then you might unwittingly, you know, bring Living Bomb to everybody because you're, you know, retreating Misha from you, retreating Misha back to you. So that's something you gotta look out for. You know, Misha does count as a hero, so any abilities that target heroes, they can, you know, target Misha even if she's over here. You know, so that'll count for quest credit. You know, Alarak's Discord Strike quest, all that kind of stuff. That's gonna count for that. So you want to watch out for stuff like that. You know, what will you combo with? You're gonna be a decentish frontline. You want to combo with people who are gonna have some CC if you can. You know, give them maybe a little bit of range on top of that. People who can follow up on Misha's charge. You don't do a huge amount of damage by default. I mean, you do damage, but it's not a huge amount of damage by default. Your attack speed by default is actually pretty slow. So you're going to want people who are able to follow up on your CC and just, you know, use Misha to your advantage. So be it. So that's that in a nutshell. That's like the super quick version, I think. We're going to quit the game. We're going to hop into an actual match and see what we can do. Also, love the skin. I'm actually not gonna play an ad game. I'm gonna play a real game. Love the skin. I got this in a loot box just recently. It made me very, very happy.
I hear the call of the wild.
Hopefully we do it. There we go. Look, 12 seconds. Not so much trouble at all. So we've got an Abathur. We've got... Oh, this is a weird comp. Okay, so we have an Abathur, Cassia. Maybe we might lose the matchup. It's taken a while. This would have been a really weird composition. I think we're gonna lose it. There we do. Alright, well that's too bad. We're gonna try again, round 2. I dig those axes in this skin. I think that's what I think the coolest thing about it is, just as an aside. And like the fact that the one shoulder is just huge. I don't know. Just me. Anyway, let's see what we got. Okay. Here we go. So we still have a Nazebo. We've got a... Is that a Tyrael? I think it's a Tyrael and an Ariel. Alright, so we got some heals. I don't know about the damage. We have a Nazebo and a Sylvanas, so we're going to have lots and lots of push. The enemy team has a Rexxar as well, alright. And a Probius. This is, alright, this is a weird comp. An Abathur and a Lucio. Alright, alright. This is one of those ones where you just go, okay. Our Ariel is level 14, our Sylvanas is 46, so I don't have very high, although their Lucio is 32, I have no idea what's going on anymore. Like this, I'm not complaining. It's just like this weird matchmaker is just having a field day this weekend. I have no idea. Anyway, Tomb of the Spider Queen. So Rexxar will do really well clearing the waves, gathering gems with that. Who am I going to look out for? Probius I got to be careful for. I mean, I can sort of send Misha in to kind of pick off the pylons. I do have to watch out because that'll put Misha in Probius's range for the warp rifts. Samaro could be tricky. Abathur is always just a pain in the butt, you know, depending on how they play it out. Lucio is going to give them some mobility. You know, my plan, I'm not going to go flare at level 1. I am just going to go straight up. I'm going to go to the damage. I'm going to try to wave clear as much as possible. We've already got a lot of push between Sylvanas and Nazebo. I'm going to try to stack up on that. We're going to take some merc camps when possible. Also, I'm going to take that as well, just for like maybe a sneaky boss call. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. Yep, we're going to go easy prey just to start off. So normally I would be content to head down bottom and take a lane by myself and just kind of play it out. But Nazebo can kind of play a lane by himself. Sylvanas maybe, I don't know.
I've got the scent.
Battle begins in.
I guess they're gonna go down there. That's fine. I'm very content. Tyrael's gonna go up top, maybe. I don't know. I'm very content to have Tyrael with me as well. I mean, that's just extra protection for myself and Misha. Yeah, they don't have. I mean, Samaro's kind of auto attack-ish. Rexxar is. I mean, there's a solid chance I take block. Although Lucio will shred that down pretty quickly. And there we go. There's Probius. Probius is gonna set up. Gotta be careful. What I want to do, I want to sneak through. I just want to figure out, kind of where the pylons are.
Unleash the beast.
Get the stuns in there. Here's a slow. I want to take these pylons down as quickly as possible. Rexxar does have some mana problems, especially in the beginning. I mean, that's 55 on Men Pet, and you're going to be using that a bunch to keep Misha up. So you can see Rexxar, Misha, there is possible to pick up the gems. So that can be used to retrieve some stuff. I'm just going to go tap the well. I'm going to heal both of us. I'm going to get some mana. It looks like their Samaro went to go deal off in the top lane for a little while, so that'll buy us a little bit of time.
The path is long.
Yeah, I want these pylons dead. The less pylons that Probius has, the happier I am. I'm going to bail out, though, because I'm also under turret fire. I'm in the Warp Rift, and that is a bad place to be. Misha is in some trouble. I'm going to call her back. Got to be careful about that. I don't want to unnecessarily get her killed. Like that. In the Warp Rift is trouble. That was just in time. I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna go animal husbandry. I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna see what we can do.
On instinct.
Call her back. Let's just do some damage here. We're gonna pick up some gems. Thanks very much. I do have to be careful that I am hanging out a little bit too far. Also, I didn't realize that you could Abathur hat the photon cannon. Is that what that was? That was a thing. Gotta watch out for the mines. We're gonna turn in. We're just gonna turn in. We've got 9 here. Ariel's gonna turn. We're gonna turn in on the bottom too, so that's great. Let's go and help them out. I'm not gonna get Lucio in time. Not gonna get Lucio in time. Now later on, I might have my cooldown reduction, and that will probably give me the advantage there and get that kill.
Our paths converge. Force them out. Stick 'em. Bite, fang, and claw. Here, Misha. I wander alone.
Just working on the XP, trying to do what we can.
Unleash the beast.
Oh, I actually missed the stun there. That was my fault. Misplayed that a little bit. But it's fine. Notice, Probius can't get too close to my side. As long as I control Misha well enough, Probius really, I mean, Probius is gonna get the XP, is gonna do it, gonna do Probius things, but they're not really gonna get a huge influx. I also got lucky that Probius missed that charge, or missed that shot. There's Rexxar. Hello, friends. We're going to go hard on their Rexxar that has gotten out of position and got himself killed. That is the first kill of the game on top of that. Look at that. It's Rexxar on Rexxar violence. I have 7 gems. I'm going to go turn it. Actually, yeah, I'm going to turn in. I'm here. I'm going to turn in and then I'm going to go run for a camp.
Our paths converge.
I'm hoping that we're turning in, and then there we go. Okay, perfect. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to turn in and then get a head start on this merc camp.
Descend, web weavers. Slaughter anything in your way.
I probably should have gotten a bigger head start on this, but that's nonetheless. Okay, so we got a camp here. We're gonna come. Notice my health, it's just going up. That's how much bonus health I have already. 400 bonus health and counting. Their Rexxar is bottom, and we'll leave him bottom. We're gonna see if we can sneak in here. Nazebo is pushing hard top. I'm content to let their Rexxar stay bottom and just kill that and do what they need to do. Oh, missed the charge. I want to be careful that nobody comes up behind us. I'm going to go Bestial Wrath, actually, rather than the slow. Their Samaro goes down, so that's fantastic. Now we're going to back off. I'm going to call Misha back. I'm going to walk through all of the Abathur mines, because that's silly. There we go. Very nice. There's a Rexxar again. Lost a lot of gems there, you saw, staying out of position. We still have a Web Weaver. Look at Nazebo all the way up to the top. Fantastic.
Face my wrath.
My eyes are upon you. Our paths converge.
It's fine. We'll hang out over here. I could potentially go boss. I'm going to wait until they have some longer cooldowns and maybe we're about to turn in again and then see what we can do. Miss the stun. I'm gonna come back here. We'll heal you up.
My eyes are upon you. Our paths converge.
I want to take down this pylon, and now we're gonna take these gems. Okay. Just doing what we can. 9 gems. I'm gonna cash these gems in. All right, here's where I'm gonna make a risky call. This is gonna be a very risky call, and I'm gonna call. Oh, never mind. I was about to go to the boss, but it looks like we don't need to now because we've just turned in. Oop.
Ruins my daughters.
I keep missing the stun. That should have been a dead Lucio. I missed my stun. That is going to be a dead enemy Misha.
Choose a talent.
Force them out.
Come on, buddy.
This way. My fang.
Oh, I blew that. That was unfortunate. There is the enemy Misha down again. There's the Rexxar down. Wow, this game is turning into a stomp fest. Their keep goes down.
My thanks.
Well done.
Proteus goes down. There is their Misha. I'm going to back off just a little bit. I guess we're going in hard. I don't know. We really should back off here, yeah. Like, this is one of those places where you get over aggressive and you're going to get picked off. And we definitely want to back off here.
This way.
I'm going to heal Misha a little bit on the way back. Tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to go play over here. Hello, boss. This is the risky call that I'm going to make now.
So be it. My eyes are upon you.
Okay. Now I got to be careful, because if the enemy is paying attention, they will see that this boss is still up. And actually, I probably should have done that a while ago.
Defend yourselves or perish. I care not which.
Yeah, the enemy... So this was a risky call. This is also probably not the best call.
My eyes are upon you.
And we're going to get this done. There we go. There's a boss. The enemy probably could have killed me. Probably should have killed me. So when you when you get the web weavers and one of the mercs are still up, that means they are engaged. They had every opportunity to come up there and kind of pick me off. Maybe not get the boss, but definitely to pick me off. We're gonna cut in here. There's a Rexxar dead. More Rexxar on Rexxar violence. Proteus used the ult, but we already killed one of them. There's Lucio down. We're just gonna blow up the pylons. I don't have to worry about it.
The enemy has destroyed a fort.
The boss is doing work on the core. Alright, look, I'm already up 1,000 health.
I wander alone.
I'm gonna take Feign Death. It sounds like a fun thing, so we'll do it.
The hour of the spider closes.
There we go. And more Rexxar on Rexxar violence. We'll heal Misha up. We're gonna dive in there just to get those Samaro clones off my healer.
She's ready to form again. Return the gems to me.
So we're in a good spot right here. We have 1 fort down. We have 3 levels up. We do want to be careful that we don't overextend. Let's see if we can take. Let's see if we can go in here.
Die, wretch. My fang and claw.
Notice while I'm doing this, I'm building up my stacks, and now we've just taken their merc camp. Maybe not. Maybe not. Here we go. Yeah, we do take it. There's a dead Misha. So they came in too late. I'm being very aggressive. The enemy team is definitely not... They don't have a whole lot of map awareness going on for them. So I'm definitely being very, very aggressive in my movements and what I'm doing. Like, by all accounts, I probably should have gotten myself...
My eyes are upon you.
by all accounts, I probably should have like really been in some trouble. There we go. Feign death.
I've got the scent. Stick 'em.
Our Sylvanas goes down. Here we go. Call Misha back. That's a Samaro clone. I'm going to try to call Misha back. She's in a little bit of trouble. There we go. Our Ariel needs to bail out. Stun the clones.
So be it.
He's going to get away. This Rexxar, however, is going to get killed. More Rexxar on Rexxar violence. Let's turn in. We need 1 gem. I have 13. This will do the job. Looks like our team got the other Merc camp over here, so that's coming across. Yep, there's the turn in. Almost 1,500 extra health. By all accounts, this game is going pretty smoothly. We should get at least one of the 2 remaining keeps. Potentially, we could get both of them and win the game. We're going to go along here. Let's just target this thing. I hope that's the actual Samaro. And it was! And that's a dead Samaro. We're going to give extra damage to Misha. That's a dead Rexxar. Way out of position there. That was a Rexxar clone, I guess. We're just going to kill the Misha on the enemy team. And now we're going to do some work here in the core. And the core is going to go down. 1, 2, 3. Easy peasy. GG. Alright, that was very flawless. That was clean. That was as clean as you're going to get. Almost 16-minute game. No deaths. Only 2 deaths from the whole team. Sylvanas probably is going to get MVP despite the death. Nazebo gets it. Okay. Despite the death. Lots of damage. Lots of XP. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Everyone should deserve votes. So let's give it to Nazebo just so he gets the cool graphic. GG. The enemy team is salty, and so they give it to their medic, which is fine. So let's talk about that. Was a clean game. They didn't have a whole lot of map awareness. So I made the call to take the boss. It took a little bit longer than I had anticipated. So there was definitely 15 or 20 seconds from when the enemy team turned in to when I actually capped off the boss. By all accounts, when I was going at it from right there, the enemy team should have realized that the boss icon is still on the minimap, and they should have made a beeline for it, and at the very least picked me off. That was a very, very risky play. I was semi-confident in it based on, the fact that they didn't really have a whole lot of map awareness going on. The enemy Rexxar was out of position way too much, stuff like that. So it's a call that I made. I don't necessarily recommend it on all occasions. You kind of play it by ear. I mean, if you look at the stats, I didn't even do a whole lot of siege damage, really. Like, I didn't do much siege damage. My team was just tearing through things. Nazebo, Sylvanas were just tearing through everything. Yeah, they just did a really, really good job. Somehow I ended up with the most kills. I'm not quite sure. 11 takedowns. I'll take it. I will take it. 0 deaths. I think I had up to... Let's go through the talents. Level 1, easy prey. Increases Misha's damage to minions and mercs by 150%, and Misha gains armor. So yeah, kill the mercs, kill the boss, kill the minions. Fantastic. Let's do it. I like it. I could have taken Flare just for Samaro, but I took a chance and went with that. I think it paid off. Level 4. Here was the interesting one. Based on this team, I go, who am I really worried about getting killed by? Maybe Samaro, maybe. But otherwise, like, I'm not really worried about getting killed here unless I seriously step out of position. Probius, like, I can send Misha in. Rexxar, I'm not worried about. Samaro's the one thing I'm worried about here. I'm not worried about getting killed, so I went with Animal Husbandry. Rexxar, the other Rexxar actually didn't do it, which was probably a wise thing considering, that there's a lot of deaths for that Rexxar. Oof, wow. Yeah, so I went with Animal Husbandry. I think by the end of the game, I was over 1,500 bonus health. That just means I'm at, even more tank for both myself and Rexxar. Super tanky. So it's certainly a talent that can pay off in the right, in the right composition. you do want to make sure you don't get killed. You know, had I gotten killed, there's one part where I did kind of step out of position a little bit. Had I gotten killed, I would have lost all that bonus, and that's not so great. Level 7, aspect of the Beast. Misha's basic attacks lower the cooldown of Misha charge by 1.25 seconds. Hooray! More damage, more stuns. I like it. I went Bestial Wrath. Increased Misha's basic attack damage by 150% for 12 seconds. I probably could have used this a little more than I did. It does have a 50 seconds is a short cooldown for an ultimate for heroic. But otherwise, yeah, I like this. I didn't think at this point in the game I kind of had an idea where it was going to go. I didn't think we really needed the boars too much. Level 13, Dire Beast. Rexxar and Misha's basic attacks increase the damage of the next Misha charge by 40%. I just kind of rolled with it. This was one of those gut feelings ones. I was getting a lot of auto attacks. I figured, why not? Let's just save it up and use the charge and stack it up and get some bonus charge damage. I don't know if it paid off. I didn't really hit too many charges the way I needed to. I did actually really crappy with my charges, just to be honest. That's one thing I definitely would have wanted to do better. Did not land charges well at all. But that's where I went with, anyhow. At level 16, we went Feign Death. Really only used it once throughout the whole thing. Let me go back here, sorry. Really only used it once throughout the whole thing. But I did, yeah, when I was within the Samuro ult. I'm like, alright, well, I'm going to go and Feign Death now and be protected from that Blade Storm. Rexxar fakes his death, becomes invulnerable, and I get to target Misha. I like targeting Misha. I wish that lasted longer, but I suppose it would be a little overpowered. Had I gotten to 20? I don't know. Hardened Skin, probably. Maybe Fury of Kalimdor. I mean, you know, had we gotten there, probably that. Based the fact that we were rolling so hard, I probably would have just gone with Frenzy, because it was just such a hard push that, yeah, let's do it, and try to just, you know, step on their throat, so to speak, and not give them any opportunity to come back. That's just my thought process anyhow. But that's Rexxar. He's on the hard side. He's definitely on the complex side, because you do have to spend a lot of time controlling Misha, you know, weaving Misha in and out of danger. I don't think I lost Misha once. Yeah, didn't lose Misha once. You do have to spend time, you know, weaving Misha in and out of danger. You are a little mana hungry, especially in the beginning, and especially if you're going to use Menpad a lot. Menpad will take your mana down pretty quick. But overall, Rexxar can be a very satisfying hero. Can do a lot of stuff. I missed a lot of my charges. Lucio did keep a little distance, and I wasn't, you know, yeah. I was bad with the charges. I could have been better with the charges. We probably could have got a few more kills here than we actually ended up getting. But nonetheless, it is a victory. It is a clean win. I'll take it. I'm a happy guy. So, that's Rexxar for you. I like him. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think I should have done better. Let me know what you think about... Here's one. Let me know what you think about this level 13 talent. What would you have taken at level 13? You know, would you have gone with Dire Beast? Would you have gone with something else? You know, you tell me. Anyhow, my name is Conman. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you soon.